I think influencers, they are the people who gain our trust by feelings because they use their personality, they use their everyday life so that we can feel, we can be relatable to them. While the experts, they are someone who we trust with the proven data.
I think we tend to trust people more based on their experience, like maybe beauty things.
Yeah.
If they say, use this cream so it can smooth your skins, but their skin's not, we're not gonna believe them.
Yes.
Okay, and talking about law, I will never trust to learn taxes on beauty influencers. I will search the expert, I will search the economics.
Yes.
So we need to normalize the environment to know who the persons who exactly knows what they want to share.
Yeah.
So again, it takes three tango. It's not only two tango, it's three tango, I think.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to Birding Talk. Right now we are having special episode and I accompanied by Rika and Anggia again. Okay, so how are you guys after our 2
hours for a podcast? Great.
Great. I've been the same these past few minutes.
Okay. Now, on this episode, we are going to talk about influencers versus experts. Who do we actually trust?
Interesting one. Okay, what do you mean by influencers versus experts?
For me, I think influencers, they are the people who gain our trust by feelings because they use their personality, they use their everyday life so that we can feel, we can be relatable to them. While the experts, they are someone who we trust with the proven data. What about you, Hammam?
Okay, so for me, I'll say influencer is someone who gains trust mostly through their personality and reach.
Yes.
While an expert is someone with academic or professional credential.
Yeah. What
How
about
about you, Rika?
Thank you. Okay, for me, influencer versus expert. Influencers relies more on relatability with the with the audience, while experts offer us with the credentials, with the publications, with something that serve us with effects.
Yes.
So I think if we talk about influencers versus expert and who do we actually trust, it depends on our preference. We want to see something, we want to see someone who can give us a relatability or someone who can give us a credentials.
Okay. Why do you think people sometimes trust influencers more than experts?
In my opinions, I think influencers feels more like our friends.
Okay.
We can see a day in my life. We can see bloopers.
Okay.
And they feel more like humans.
Yeah, they're relatable.
Right. And while experts is more rigid, they give us something complex. They give us data. They give us.
Yeah.
If I can say, expert might say, this product contained hyaluronic acids with 100% blah blah blah. While influencer can say, this cream can give you a shine, a bright face, like a BTS comeback. And guess who win?
Influencers. The influencers.
Right. And what about you?
Okay, so I think influencer because it's feel more approachable. Like they talk like friends, not lectures or teachers to their students. And I think we know their daily life, their daily activities. That they more feel like approachable.
Yeah,
Right.
I also agree with Hammam and Karika on that because influencers, we trust them in a way that we cannot really trust the expert because the influencer seems more relatable. They're more close.
They feel like human.
Yeah, they feel like our friends, just like what Hammam said. While the expert, they're more distant. They talk with technical language that we don't use it daily. We don't use technical language daily, then we cannot really understand what is really going on if we don't really study it. So in a way, influencers is just like, yeah, they gain our trust by our feelings, while the expert, they use technical language to explain the proven data.
Right. Yeah. And do you guys know, based on study, 76% of Indonesians shop through creators. And are you one of those who have been influenced by something because an influencer reviews?
Are you guilty, Hammam? Are you guilty?
Guilty. Because I once bought a gadget because a tech reviewer from YouTube, and I a little regret of it.
Yeah. You know what? I use makeup daily, and all of this makeup is the makeup that is reviewed by influencers.
Beauty influencers.
Yeah, beauty influencers. And yeah, they really affect me for things that I buy on like daily products, only like on makeup, fashion, and food. What about you, Rika?
Of course, I'm their consumer.
Yeah.
A loyal consumer. Lately, I buy a lipstick because my favorite beauty influencer says that it must things that I need to own. So I buy it.
You trust the word, even though you don't even look up the information first.
And anything else, I buy a shoes running review by one of my favorite influencers. Yeah. And it shoes runnings just lay in my room. Didn't use at all because I trust them to buy these things.
Okay.
And that is the things that I influence to buy something because of influence review.
Okay, so talking about trust, right? How significant is the role of authenticity in building trust? Do you think influencers can still be trusted if they are also promoting products or getting paid?
I think it depends. We know that influencers also do that videos to have financial benefit. We know that the ad and promoting products and getting paid from that is also part of their jobs. But we need the authenticity. We tend to trust more if they say, I tried these products for months and this is the pro and cons.
Yeah.
Rather than, okay guys, just buy this because this is blah, this is good, this is bad, and blah blah blah. I think we need that explanation, we need the reasons, and we need the authenticity.
Yeah.
And what about you?
I also think that authenticity is the very most important pillar for an influencer, because authenticity is not really something like we can just forget. It's on their digital records too. Because if they promote a product, whether either it's good or not good, they still have to show or tell the people that it's a paid promotion.
Right.
They need to state it, because if not, then it's just lying. It's just lying because they're getting paid to review
say
a product.
The product is best.
Say the product. And they also need to, I agree with Rika, they need to state the pros and cons, and they need to wear it too. They need to show genuine opinion on their self first before recommending it to the people, so that we can also not only follow them but set them as our
role
model next product suggestion from them. Yeah. Right. So they can gain more followers on doing that. What do you think?
Okay, I agree with both of you. Authenticity is everything. Like for me, if the influencers are transparent, I don't mind if they are getting paid.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
So again, I think we need a honest review.
Yes.
We don't need that paid review that says this product is best while it's not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like guys, even when we look for lipstick, there are people who look for a lipstick who stains, and there are also people who looks up for a lipstick that doesn't stain. So it's not being stained or not stained. It's not really a bad thing. Just say it, like state it. Don't say that the lipstick stains because it doesn't. When it doesn't, just say that it stains or not. This is just an example, by the way. Just say that it is what it is because there are different market for everything. Yeah,
agree. And talking about that, based on your experience, guys, are influencers more influential or more trusted in certain fields like beauty or lifestyle, or maybe like finance, law, and many more?
Yeah, I think influencers, they are heavily more trusted in daily lives products like beauty, fashion, and foods, just like what I said. However, it's also have to be noted that in different aspects with high risk choice, we need to find trusted professionals, like for getting advices on such on aspects like finance, politics, and also in economy. Because those kind of aspects, they are very a high risk choice that we should make. We cannot really just vibe with a creator or a professional. It's not really a professional if they just vibe. We cannot really just vibe when we are looking for an advice on finance. But we can just vibe with just fashion, you know. We can vibe with someone with a lipstick recommendation. It's not really a professional advice. But for medical especially, we don't really get injected with something, with a liquid, because we fight with them, right? We need to look for professionals. We need to look for experts. That's why we have to differentiate on aspect that influencers do and what professional experts do. What about you, Hammam?
Definitely in beauty and lifestyle, because people trust influencers more in that field, because for their looks, for their performance, or the people trust them because how they look. How about you, Rika?
Agree. I think we tend to trust people more based on their experience, like maybe beauty things. If they say, use this cream so it can smooth your skins, but their skin's not, we're not gonna believe them. Okay, and talking about law, I will never trust to learn taxes on beauty influencers. I will search the expert, I will search the economics, and people that can serve me with factual data, people that I can trust, that they have a right experiences behind it. Or maybe talking about the law, talking about taxes and many more. I will never trust someone to give me a knowledge about that when they don't have the symbols.
Agree. Because on some topics, the credentials are very important. What do you think about social media algorithms and platform design when amplifying influencers' voices over expert voices?
What do you think, Hammam?
Algorithms prioritize engagement. Likes, comments, shares, which influencers do, right? And
I agree with that.
I also agree. Because on some cases, not really some, like for most cases, the algorithm pushes the content where there are more engagement. And I think the influencers has the upper hand on that thing, because they're more relatable, they're more approachable, so that people would interact more with them. And the expert, they will tend to explain things with technical language that people don't really understand, and hence why it will be less interaction on the post, like comments, likes. But if I may say, there are also some expert that uses the technique that the influencer uses to approach the audience. So it's not really all of the experts are being outshined by the influencer, but they can also become the influencer. You get what I mean?
Right, the hybrid expert. And
Yeah,
influencers.
yeah. What do you think about the
Algorithm itself?
Yeah, algorithm.
Agree with Hammam. Algorithm doesn't care about doesn't care about something good. They care about the clicks.
Yes.
They want engagements. Influencer posts often. They post a video, they get a comments, they interact with the peoples on their social media. So the algorithm will share the most than the experts.
Yes.
And that is the reason why misinformation is leading fast, because it's entertaining, because it engage more with the peoples.
Yeah.
And I think that is my takes with algorithm and platform designs.
Okay, so for your both opinion, how should people assess whether someone is a trustworthy source of information?
For me, I think there are also influencers who has a nice, great credibility by citing their information, especially on sensitive topics such as politics, such as finance, or even like what do you say? Medical topics. Yeah, they health. They can cite the source that they are getting the information from, so that the people who consume that content will look up for more information in which the source that they cite. So yeah, I think they do have the responsibility to cite for trustworthy information. What do you think, Arika?
For me, how should people assess whether someone is trustworthy source of information or not? I think it takes three tango. The regulators, the platforms need to give us a clear explanations that this is information is safe enough or not. Because we know that in our platform like TikTok, Instagram, we have a report sites to assess and give the suggestions to the platform itself that is this person is trustworthy enough or not. And the second one is the person itself. We need to know, we need to search more, we need to analyze deeply, that is the persons have a digital record. This person that have something that to present in social media, that this person have credibility or trustworthy enough for us to trust them. And the last, I think, also the environment itself. We need to normalize to always engage with the right peoples. Okay. In Indonesia, we often give light to wrong peoples, the controversy, the one that don't have any enough credibility to say some things. So we need to normalize the environment to know who the persons who exactly knows what they want to share. So again, it takes three tango. It's not only two tango, it's three tango, I think.
What about you, Hammam?
Yes, of course, we have to check their background and consistency and credibility, of course. For the product, we have to, they have to show us like the halal certificate, the POM certificate, and other certificate.
That is also great.
Right. And what do you think? If influencer can give us a misinformation or false claims about the products, what do you think is the responsibility of the platform itself?
I think this is what I like about Twitter, or now is called X. They will highlight if the person is sharing a false information, and they will explain, not only highlight or warn them that it's AI or a false information. They can also know what the actual fact is. So I think that is one of the example of how the platform should operate. They need to not only warn them, but also explain what is the fact. What about you, Hammam?
Platforms should invest more in fact-checking systems, like for maybe from Shopee, right? We are know right now that when we report to the system that there are scammers or anything like that, then shop or the influencer get suspended.
Yeah. What about you?
Okay. Again, I think we all agree that it takes all responsibility, not only the platforms but also the creators. Creators have the rights to do or to create some content, but they also have the responsibility to do right content. So not only the platforms but also the creators and also the regulators. We all have laws in our world, especially in Indonesia. We all have the law informations, digital informations law, and many more, and that also can add the protections for the consumer to always consume the influencers claim and many more. And talking about influencer again, right? We talk a lot about influencer, but as we know today, a lot of influencers are also the experts.
Yeah.
Or we call it the
Doctive.
hybrid ones.
Okay.
We know Doctive,
Okay.
we know and many Dr. Tirta and many more. That he's also the expert and influencer also. What do you guys think about that? The hybrid role, is it a succeed or fail in building trust?
I think it succeeds in building trust because, like, we all know about Dr. Tirta, and I learned a lot from him. I trust him because he was a doctor, but he's not operating as a doctor, and I can trust him because of it.
Yeah, I also think that it's great for building trust. I cannot really guarantee if the hybrid thingy will work on every expert. However, I will assure you that it is much more accessible for people to consume, to watch, to know the information, and it will be easier for the expert to share the information without any mediator, without any without anything else.
Without second-hand tools.
Without second-hand tool. Like, okay, we can consult with a doctor online,
right?
Like with Halodoc, but it's not really something that we do every day. It's not really, we don't really need to use that app to know about trivial matters like, oh, is this running shoes good for my knees or my foot? It's not really something that we use Halodoc for. Hence why experts that do this kind of hybrid thingy is very good for us, and it also builds trust. What about you?
Right. I think I can say that it's the success way to win the trust of the audience, because we all know nowadays doctors are becoming influencer, and that has become a trend. We can say Dr. Tirta and many other doctor become influencer, and they get the audience. They engage with the audience, and the audience believe them so much, even until they can build a clinic, they can build something that more beneficial for them. It is because they can show the audience that they can be the expert, but also can be entertaining for influencer enough. So I think those are a powerful take, because they mix credibility with the relatability.
Yeah. That's true. And how can we as people encourage fact-checking habits or critical thinking among audiences who follow influencers a lot?
What do you think, Hammam?
About fact-checking habits or critical thinking? It depends. Like for the students, of course, the teachers have to teach them about digital literacy, about we have to know that marketing is all about lying.
Yes.
So for the influencers, we have to we can trust them, but we have to be careful also, like that.
Yeah, I also think that fact-checking habits or critical thinking needs to be normalized, especially for young people. We need to tell them that if we consume, if we watch some kind of videos or recommendation, we need to normalize telling them to ask why. Why are they promoting it? What is necessary for our life? What does other brand do? What is the comparison with other things, and how is this useful to our everyday life? I think those are the three. The why, what, and how is also just a simple thing to be more critical. We need to teach the young people about asking questions on everything, because that's how they develop critical thinking.
Right.
What about you, Rika?
I think talking about, we want to encourage not only young people, we want to encourage a lot of peoples, not only young, adults, and many more, to fast-checking habits and critical thinking among audience. I think it, as I refer in previous answers, we need to encourage all of them, the parents, the teachers, the student itself, the regulators, the platforms, the creators, and all of them create the environments so we can't force them to enhance their digital literacy, to fast-checking habits, to have a critical thinking.
Yes.
Why this person share this? What kind of thing that I can learn from these influencers, and many more. I think, again, it takes a lot of people to contribute to encourage a fast-checking habit and critical thinking in nowadays.
Okay, so about fact-checking habits, which qualities do you personally tend to trust first? Credentials, track record, or peer recommendations?
For me, personally, I tend to believe people who I know before. So I choose peer recommendations. Okay. So if Anggi said, Rika, this lipstick is very good for you. This have a really good colors, the stains, and many more. So I trust them more than the beauty influencer that I follow.
Yeah.
And what about you?
Yeah, for me, it depends on what aspect that I'm looking for. For daily life's products, beauty and fashion, I tend to lean more towards the peer review, just like what Rika said. But for medical and more serious matters, I tend to look for experts' opinions first. I trust the expert more because I look at their credentials, their track record. If not, then I think it will be so much more threatening for me.
Right.
Yeah.
What about you?
For me, I lean on track record because before buy things, I usually saw their review, from people reviews.
I think we all agree it depends on the side of daily life we want to know. Like maybe in the simple things like beauty, lifestyle, foods, or fashions, we rely more on the peer recommendations, while in the more serious things, we rely more on credentials and track record in experts. And talking about that, in my environment, especially like in the school and the family and many more, people tend to listen more to a people or friend that looks cool enough, or maybe someone that can show that they can believable enough. Do you think this is a good taste, or is it better for us to always listen to maybe academic specialists and teachers?
Okay. From my experience, I think it depends on the age and how mature they are on seeing the role model. Because for kids, it is kind of normal for them to set the role model for someone who is cool, who is like by real life, or even online. They see, like on Roblox, for instance, they see that their avatar looks cool, and they will follow them. Okay, so it's not really something that is absolute for every age. I think once they mature enough, they will set their role model as someone who is more credible, who is more leaning towards an expert, a teacher, academic, or even a specialist. Yeah.
And what do you think?
In my community, it's a mix. Like it often a cool online figure gets more attention from my family, my friend, or my students. Yeah, it's a mix.
Okay. I think lastly, for our discussions, let's imagine. If we become an influencer for ourselves, how would you stay responsible and trustworthy for your audience?
For me, I will put authenticity more. Yeah, first, I will put it first. I will put transparency first. I will tell them if this is a paid promotion, and I will also keep my track record consistent. I will say it is what it is. I will state the pros and cons. I will test if there are any paid promotion products. I will test it on myself first before I recommend it to people. And I will also cite any useful information if there are any additional needed information on that. What about you, Karika?
Okay, for me, if I were an influencer.
Aren't you already are? You're our super mega bintang.
Okay, thank you. Okay, for me, if I'm being an influencer, first of all, I need to stay relatable for my audience. I need to know which market that I want to target, so I can be a real friend for them, while I keep my trustworthy sides, responsibility side, while being transparent and be honest for what I'm experienced with. For example, if I'm being a beauty influencer, I would always choose the products that I love to and share to the audience. It's cliche, or maybe it's something more idealistic persons, but I think this is also related to my recognitions, my brand image, and who I want to know to be in the environment. So I think that is my takes.
Okay, for me, I'll always cite credible sources and be transparent with my audience. It's for building trust with my audience, and people can trust and buy my product.
Okay, and for listeners, share us your stories or moment when an influencer or expert can shape your preference. You can share your opinion in the comment sections below.
Okay, thank you all for listening to this Birding Talk special episode, and thank you Rika and Anggi. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.